Bus coming out onto the park now. We'll just be waiting the Caledonian Braves. And today here at Alliance Park, it is the culmination of Owners Weekend. So we've got about between 50 and 60 people from various different parts of the world. I think predominantly over from the US. So hoping we can give them a good game to take away as well. And a massive welcome to everybody on the chat. Good to see that folk are tuning in this morning. Say Tranent out waiting. We're just waiting for the Braves. Final few words from Ricky. As I say, this 3 points here would secure us third place, which would be the end of a fantastic season for the Braves. Both clubs coming in on a little bit of a mixed bag of results. Seem to be saying that every week at the moment. And here come the Caledonian Braves. The Braves coming in off the back of a loss to Lithgow last weekend, a win against Bo'ness and a draw against Celtic B. Woodland Lithgow coming in again from a draw against East Kilbride, a win against Cumbernauld and a loss to Broomhill. So we're just having a quick look here. Actually, Zach Butterworth is going to be on the left-hand side of midfield with Cammy Bredner on the right. So we're going to have a right footer on the left and a left footer out on the right. Very much the way in football these days. Well, let's hope for a good game. See. That's Connor Doan taking the kick-off for Tranent. And we're off. Tranent looking for an early switch out. Good solid work by Jack Brown. As the Tranent being on a bit of a mixed bag, but they have been scoring goals over the last few games. They got a couple against East Kilbride, Ewan Gregg and Danny Hanlon. They hit 4 against Cumbernauld, and a bit more in form in front of goal than the Braves. Been struggling of the last couple of games just to finish chances. Been creating quite a few chances, just struggling to put the ball in the net. That's a good run into the box. Ball now back with Kyle King. And certainly looks like Danny Hanlon might be leading the line for Tranent today. Number 10, Danny Hanlon, of course, massive experience in Scottish football, has played up in as far as the SPL with Hibs. It's a lovely take by Zach Barworth. McGarry now, but McDowell comes out with that out to Robbie Stewart. That's an early ball for Cian Spears to chase. That's just too heavy, unfortunately, for Cian there. But as I was saying, with Danny Hanlon, a lot of experience, similarly on the bench for Tranent. Again, it just shows you the strength of the Lowland League. You got a player like Dean Brett on the bench, who again has played up as far as our championship level with the likes of Cowden Beath back in their kind of heyday. Kelby Mason here. That's well up by Ryan Murray, playing in centre midfield again today, Ryan, in place of Christian Gitka. Greg Stewart looking for that early ball out to Cammy Bredner. Cammy get a chance to stretch his legs. I almost fell off the scaffolding. But Cammy, again, just giving that little bit of pace and directness that we get with the likes of Cammy Bredner and Zach Butterworth out in the wings with Ryan Murray now moving into centre midfield. Great battling by Guthrie and Bredner. Jack Brown on the overlap. Oh, and Lennon Walker just couldn't take that into his stride. Good commitment there from Jack Brown, getting his head into that danger area. A throw into the Braves. And Lennon Walker, Keane Spears. Unfortunately, second ball get picked up there by Tranent. Oh, great pressure from Lennon Walker. He's managed to steal that. That's cleared up to Danny Hanlon. Again, Jack Brown in there. Tranent now getting that ball over the top. Calls for a penalty. I think the referee might have given it. Guy McGarry there running in on Kyle King. Not the start the Braves were looking for. Danny Hanlon got over to get the ball. Big hi to Kath. Hope all's going well in Portland. Some Braves are facing an early penalty for Tranent. Danny Hanlon. Deep breath. Kyle King on his toes. Oh, he saved it! Go on, Kyle! Get in, son! Excellent save down to his right hand side, Kyle King. Tranent picked up the ball though. Braves have certainly got away with one there, an excellent save. And it's now loose. A quick shot attempted there by Connor Duffy, number 11 for Tranent. What a fantastic save by Kyle King. So, Braves managed to survive that early scare and just need to get the concentration in. It is the last match of a long season. But third place is still technically up for grabs. Linlithgow win and Braves were to drop points. Good to see Kyle getting that save, and he's worked very diligently and patiently in terms of playing a number 2 role to Bernie this season. Good to see him getting his moment there. A massive save down low to his right hand side. Certainly been plenty of action in this first 5 minutes, unfortunately at the Braves goal end. Tranent under a new management structure as well, just came in a matter of weeks ago. So these are players trying to get used to a new way of playing, a new coaching structure. Jack Brown winning the ball there. So Connor doing in the midfield for Tranent. But ball's back with Robbie Stewart. And Lennon Walker showing, coming short. He's looking for that ball over the top. That's going to carry. Oh, referee! That must have been very close to Kelby Mason being out of his box there. You'll probably see Keane Spears and Lennon Walker rotate quite a bit in terms of the kind of number 9, number 10 position. Both very mobile players. It's Tranent just coming inside here. Danny Hanlon just looking to turn that around the corner. Big Jack Midzel coming in. Ben Stirling picking this up in right back position. And Robbie Stewart just gets that ball clear.
Keep going.
Got Nick Aitchinson. He's looking for that ball down the side there. Looking for Ewan Gregg out on that left hand side. Lisa in there and Mike, good to know that you've been able to tune in for the first time, get a chance to see them live. As it is the last league game of the season, but it's not the last game for the Braves. We're still involved in 2 tournaments. Got Southern Counties Cup coming up in 2 weeks' time. Newton Stewart, who we beat in the final last year, and they'll be up at Lions Park, so hopefully we'll be able to stream that game. And then we've got the Phoenix Trophy over in Italy coming up. That's a ball whipped in. That's catch and practice for Kyle King. McDowell now. Out to Brown. Again, that early ball forward. So we don't really have at the moment with both Reg, McLaren and Ross McNeil out, is that kind of target man who can bring that sort of ball in. That ball's going to have to be down the sides for either Kean or Lennon to chase onto it. They've got the pace and the mobility, maybe not the physical presence to battle against the centre halves. Ryan Murray now. It's Jack McDowell going to that near post. Be looking to load this into the box. He's managed to overthrow Jack towards Cammy at the back. He got a wee bit too much on that time, Ryan Murray. So, there's a cold wind whipping around the line spot today. Jack Brown playing a wee bit of head tennis with himself. Oh, it's touched by Cammy Bredner, looking to just lift it over again for that run inside by Zach Butterworth. Straight out of play from Kelby Mason. Good morning to Micah from Texas. Good to see you joining in. TF, yeah, indeed. I know. Be fantastic to have you over one day. Hopefully we can do a few more owners' days as everything develops. Ball with Butterworth now. It's a very nice challenge from Ben Sterling. Guthrie now in midfield. A wee bit of time on the ball. Ryan Murray trying to get his head up. Oh, now Ben Sterling, that's definite. Robbie Short managing to get himself up into the air and out of the way of that challenge. That was a late challenge there from Ben Sterling. Everybody, if you managed to tune in before the game kicked off, I believe Adam was playing a little package from Chris and Ricky. I think we'll be playing that again at half time if you missed it. Just gives a bit of an insight into the things that have been going on. Cammy Bredner with this left foot of his. Oh, he's taking an effort. Oh! Saw the keeper edging out towards that cross coming in. Cammy just decided to whip it to his near post. Said this a few times, we've seen some spectacular goals from Cammy Bredner this season with that left foot of his. Two that immediately jump out is obviously the one here against Celtic B, which I think was up for one of the goals of the season vote for the award ceremony later on tonight, and a particularly nice one down in Berwick upon Tweed as well, away at Berwick Rangers. Tranent coming forward now, getting that out towards Connor Duffy. He's trying to feed that in, but Greg Stewart's there. Ever dependably as he has been all season, Greg Stewart. He's in again. Solid challenge. It's like Zach and Cammy Bredner have changed wings. Kean Spears has picked that up, just kept it going out onto that right hand side. Butterworth now. Stand his man up. Oh, we had Jack Brown, just couldn't get that 1-2 back to him. And a corner for the Braves with this wind whipping in. I would imagine we'll see Cammy Bredner going over for this with his left foot. This wind swirling around. I'm sure Cammy will be trying to put this right on top of Kelby Mason. Look at the usual of back post the two centre halves, and there it comes in right on top of him. Oh, and As always, goalkeeper getting the benefit of the doubt. Managed to pick up a free kick there. Hi Chris from Kelly. You can see you coming in. Lisa, yeah, absolutely. If you get the chance, if you're going to travel anywhere internationally, make it Scotland. Do my bit for the tourist board. Greg Short battling for that. Was flicked on though by Guy McGarry.
Stay away from the ball, God! That's it,
Ben Sterling. Back to Jake Hutchins. Aitchison looking for that long ball again. Towards Guy McGarry. For everybody who's just tuning in, I'll run through the starting lineups again, but I'll just remind people it was a big moment about 5 minutes into just before 5 minute mark. Kyle King saving a penalty. Fantastic save down low his right hand side to keep the score at 0-0. But as I say, for those just joining in terms of the Caledonian Braves, the starting lineup is Kyle King in goal. We have Jack Brown. I'll break off while Zach Barworth tries to get that ball under control. He's managed that lovely. That's good, solid challenge there by Tranent. Ben Sterling, that's out for a corner at the Braves. So, again, this will be flighted in by Cammy Bredner, looking for the runs of Greg Stewart and Jack McDowell. That's it towards that 6-yard spot. Oh, the goalkeeper's dropped it. Robbie Stewart feeding that back out to Bredner. Lifted back in towards Greg Stewart. Oh, Jack McDowell was just lingering at that back post. Didn't make it as far. Hanlon now for Tranent. Oh, a lovely bit of play by Jack Brown. Didn't let himself get barged off the ball. As I was saying, in terms of starting lineups, for the Braves, Kyle King, Jack Brown, Greg Stewart, Jack McDowell, Robbie Stewart, Zach Butterworth, Ryan Murray, John Guthrie, Cammy Bredner, Cian Spears and Lennon Walker. For Tranent, we have Kelby Mason, Jake Hutchins, Danny Hanlon, Nick Aitchison, Ewan Gregg, Harry Gordon, Guy McGarry, Connor Duthie, Joe Viola, Connor Doon and Ben Sterling. Robbie Stewart battling for the ball down that left back position. Oh, nice touch from Cian. He brought that down very well. Looking for the ball over the top for the pace of Lennon Walker. If Lennon just get himself across there. Good effort by Lennon. He just couldn't get himself in between. And Ben Sterling just looking for some movement ahead of him from his Tranent teammates. He's not overly impressed with what he's seeing. Jack McDowell bringing that out again, looking for that ball over top for Lennon Walker to chase. Lennon's got the pace. Go on, Lenny! Go on, Lenny! Referee! There's about 3 or 4 different pushes in the back of Lennon Walker there. Referee not having it though. It's the danger that Lennon brings with that burst of pace that he's got. Again, we saw a lot of that at the start of the season when Lennon was playing just off of Ross McNeil. He was direct running. He's just taking a wee knock in the face. I'm sure he'll be alright. And for the second time, I almost fell for the scaffolding. So we uneven bit here.
In the stands.
Yeah, as you see over there across the 2 stands at Lions Park, you see a lot of Braves scarves, a lot of Braves hats. It's the travelling owners. Got himself spread out across the two stands, showing the boys plenty of love and support today. And after the match, we've got a end of season awards ceremony. I'm sure a few beverages in Glasgow. Tranent now just working the ball across the back line. Guy McGarry and Greg Stewart. Again, Greg just getting his body in between the ball and the player, seeing that ball out of play. We've seen Greg do that so many times this season.
That's a corner!
Leanne, can I see when we're running back? Can I see when we're running back? Run back round the side then.
King now, let's launch this into the Tranent half. And Robbie Stewart with a little bit of time on the ball. McDowell out to Brown. Bit of a heavy touch from Cammy Bredner there, and that's out for a throw into Tranent. Again, Tranent just looking for movement ahead of them. Throw in taker. Our referee might want to have a wee look at how long they're taking over these throw-ins. Ball back now with the Braves. Jack Brown. Yeah, I don't really want to fall off the scaffolding. Yep, yeah, you're absolutely right. But as we've found out in the various commentaries, I do tend to move around a lot when I'm doing this. I can't stand still, and I really need to pay attention at one point. Tranent now, ball with Ben Sterling. Connor Doonan in the centre of midfield. That out to his left back. We got Joe Viola out there on that left hand side. As I say, when we played in Tranent, he certainly gave, I think it was Jack Brown on the day, plenty of things to think about. He's one of the best players in the park. I do. It was a 2-1 defeat for the Braves out in Tranent, but I do remember the game quite fondly. If memory serves, I think it was the first game that I did on a solo commentary, which was a very nerve-wracking experience for me. So it does stick out in my mind. And Brown now. He's got Keane Spears, giving him a bit of movement. Can Zach get there first? Sterling in hard on him. Butterworth again just gives himself that bit of time, bit of space. Lovely little 1-2 between him and Lennon Walker. Butterworth. Oh, he's just been checked off the ball. Now there's an element where you say, what can the defender do? How can he get out of the way? But there was a movement towards that Butterworth there. And he maybe didn't enjoy what he felt that one. That'll sting for a wee bit, but I'm sure he'll be okay.
It's alright.
A shout from one of the players. He's all right. So just a little bit uncomfortable. Oh, I think I just see Xavier has just made it up. So one of the corners. He's not too far from here. I know he was down watching his beloved Lyon at Manchester United just the other day there. He wasn't sure if he'd make it back in time, but I've just seen him come in with his kids, so it's nice to see that Xavier's made it for the last match of the season as well. Yeah. It's really good to see so many of the ownership community here today. right now. Again, just looking for a bit of movement. John Guthrie supplied it. Just now Greg Stewart out to Robbie Stewart. Just looking for that ball over the top. Oh, a miscommunication there between Jake Hutchins and Kelby Mason. The defender doing the right thing and clearing his lines. Give Ryan Murray a chance to load this into the box. Again, we see Jack McDowell maybe going to the front post, and Greg Stewart just lingering around the penalty spot. And it comes. Big Jack McDowell unfortunately didn't quite make it. With Bredner to Spears, lifts that back in. 2 Tranent players going for it, and they've managed to get the ball clear. Oh, John Guthrie's got that behind him. Danny Hanlon's picked that up. Danny Hanlon showing his experience there. Josh Britton making sure his team kept possession of that ball. Harry Gordon now for Tranent. And Hutchings just looking again for trying to get a bit of movement in the midfield, but he's came out to Ben Sterling. Robbie's got a man on. Oh, he's played that a bit short. Jack McDowell's managed to get across there. And Braves have managed to get a goal kick.
Great touch that there.
Let it slide. Thank you, Kath. Always nice to have some good words. Oh, and if somebody's getting married, congratulations. Apologies, I couldn't see who it was. I just saw that there was a congratulations in the chat there. Yeah, if whoever's got engaged, please send in another message and let us know. Massive congratulations.
Very brave.
A terrible pun from Adam behind the camera. I'll spare you what it was.
I'll stay behind the camera.
Danny Hanlon there to get a touch on that, and he'll be out for goal kick to Kyle King. Greg Stewart. John Guthrie showing for him. Certainly looks like that midfield twos. John Guthrie playing in that kind of deeper line role, and Ryan Murray trying to get himself forward a wee bit more. Good pressure there from Guy McGarry on Greg Stewart. Robbie Stewart, that time on the ball. So I'm going to say John Guthrie meant that. It was a nice bit of skill, just lifting it over Guy McGarry. There's Greg. Walker now for the Braves. Just trying to feed that through. Not quite on the same page as Keane Spears. They're just looking at drop short, not making that run in behind. Oh. Okay, Tranent taking plenty of time over it. That's flicked on, one for Joe Viola to chase. That's out for a goal kick to the Braves.
Decent guy! Decent guy!
Yeah, for MD who's just tuning in, the key moment of the match so far was a penalty save from Kyle King, denying Danny Hanlon. It's a fantastic save, low down to his right hand side from Kyle. As I say, he's been excellent to see Kyle getting his moment there, playing a number 2 role for most of the season to Bernie. The referee just taking that back for a foul, I think by Lennon Walker, just in a wee bit late as the Tranent player was clearing the ball. Now coming up to about 28 minutes into the game. Not been too much in the way of quality in the either final third. And I think we're just waiting on Greg Stewart tying his shoelaces. Now Robbie Stewart's turn to look for a bit of movement from his teammates. Keane Spears there, lovely. Butterworth now, just trying to bring that under control. Ben Sterling doing well there from a Tranent. Jack Mittal. We got a Tranent player just gone down off camera. There's Ben Sterling. That's a little trip on Connor Duffy there in midfield. But I think Tranent right back. Looks like he's going to need a wee bit of attention. He's managed to get himself back up on his feet. That's what we're going to see from this dead ball situation from a Tranent point of view. Okay. A couple of runners over there towards the back post. You imagine try and float this in just out towards those runners with Jack Mittal. No, he's gone to the opposite side. That's never a handball. Big shout of handball from a couple of the Tranent players on Robbie Stewart. Didn't look like it was anywhere near his hand though.
Sometimes I like to just guess, so just a little shot like this. I wonder why you get frustrated.
Danny Hanlon scoring there. Apologies, I was reading some of the messages.
I didn't even see the throw in there.
Ball coming in the box, Danny Hanlon running across that front post. He's just got a touch in there beating Kyle King. 1-0 to Tranent. Curse to the commentator, I took my eyes off it for 1 second.
We're just jumping here.
It looked fairly innocuous, it's just a kind of long throw into that near post. Again, Danny Hanlon using that experience of his, getting in front of his man, getting a deft little touch onto it to put Tranent 1-0 up. Ball bouncing around. And Viola coming in off that left hand side, but Guthrie coming away with it. Yeah, just try to look to feed it into the feet of Lennon Walker, but he's been tripped as he did so. Brave squad a little bit depleted this weekend with no Dan Martins, no Reg McLaren, no Ross McNeil. It's a lovely ball to try and find Keane. Spears takes it down, tries to feed it inside to Lennon Walker. Cut out well by Tranent. Oh, and that's a bit of a loose touch. Guy McGarry looking to get onto it. And Jack Mittal making up for that loose header. Comes back and wins the ball. Lennon Walker just trying to turn on the ball there. Gets a clip in the ankles. Alright, Butterworth now. With Greg Stewart. Bringing it into midfield as we've seen him do. Oh, you can see where he's trying there. Saw that out to in run from Cammy Bredner. Just couldn't quite get it through to him. A bit of a fortunate kick there from Kyle. I'm sure he won't thank Jack for that bouncing ball back to him with a defender running in. So yeah, just to remind people, 1-0 to Tranent. It's Danny Hanlon managing to touch it in at the near post. FMD is keeping an eye on some of the other scores from the Lowland League. Unfortunately, I'm not able to. But yeah, it'd be nice to know what's happening in the Linlithgow game. As I say, it's one that technically I think Linlithgow can still go into third place if we drop all 3 points here and they pick up theirs. Robbie Stewart looking for that run inside of Butterworth. We always managed to get a toe onto that. Ben Sterling just looking to shepherd that out. He's conceded the corner. Now we need a bit more quality from Cammy Brennan on these dead ball situations. He does have in his locker that left foot of his. Of course, no Dan Martins today. Dan's always a threat on a set piece, making those runs across the goal from that back post. It's up. Oh, and the keeper came and he missed it. Unfortunately, Braves couldn't pick it up. And that's cleared away there by Harry Gordon as the wind picks up. I'm sure that probably didn't help Kelby Mason as he came out to that one. Too much on at that time from King. We don't want to see as the boys starting to look a wee bit disheartened with each other and keep themselves motivated. They've had such a good season. Head tennis now. Ball's back with Kyle King. Is Bernie injured? There's a question in the bench. So he has, as far as I'm aware, he has been carrying a bit of a niggling injury. It could be a case of just a bit of a precautionary burning up start today. He is back on the substitutes bench. Hanlon now. He's out to the right hand side looking to cut that cross. It's Connor Duffy there making the run for Tranent down that right hand side. That's out for a corner kick. Cumbernauld winning 1-0. Excellent. Not that I wish. Ellen Linlithgow. It's just third would be nice. It's got to come in left footed from Tranent. Again. All eyes on that King. They're managing to get a touch onto it. It's only just made it. A Viola now. Looking to turn Ryan Murray. Does get a ball across. Danny Hanlon. Oh, and he's got under that. He was put under a lot of pressure. Greg Stewart out nice and quickly. But I'm sure that Tranent management team will be expecting someday Danny Hanlon's experience to have put that in the back of the net.
We'll play it again! Keep going! Joe! What's that, Joe?
McDowell now. Murray. No, sorry, it was Keane Spears. Back at the Spears. Keane coming very deep to try and get involved in the game now. And Lennon Walker's almost as deep as him, which is maybe not ideal. Stewart. Now with Robbie Stewart. Bit of space for Cammy Brenner. He's got Jack Brown on the outside. Brown now trying to cut that across. Ball with the back post, but it's just behind him. Can Zach keep that in? He does. Yeah, he's going to stand up his man. Takes him on the left hand side looking to chip it back. Robbie Stewart now. Ryan Murray just tries to float that in towards it. Ooh, almost caught out Kelby Mason in the Tranent goal. Don't think that was a shot from Ryan. I think he was just trying to float that towards the back post with his right foot. Just a good little bit of play from the Braves there. First chance that we've We've really seen Cammy get a bit of time to turn and have a bit of the turf in front of him to run at the Tranent centre halves. It's just unfortunately when it went back out to Jack Brown, his cross was just behind Zach Butterworth at the far post. Just another reminder, it is the last game of the Lowland League season, but we do still have games coming up. So 2 weeks from today, there'll be a game against Newton Stewart in the Southern Counties Cup, which is here at Alliance Park, I think. So we'll hopefully have a live stream for that. And then as we move into... Sorry, Greg Stewart just coming across here. Oh, Duthie there just falling over looking for it, but Greg's came out with the ball. Butterworth off running ahead of him. Greg getting a little sidestep. Oh, and he's certainly pushed Danny Hanlon there, just coming back and picking up a yellow card. It's one of those runs from Greg that we, as I say, we've been seeing throughout the season, taking him back to his time in midfield.
Great midfielder.
Was it?
Says great midfielder.
Yeah. I do like him at centre half though, I have to say, with the game in front of him. I do like him at centre half. Yes, sorry, the Phoenix Trophy coming up the weekend of the 10th and 11th? 10th and 11th of May out in out Lake Hiso. We got Cian Spears and Cammy Brenner having a little bit of a conversation. Cian's going to have an effort to go straight down Kelby Mason's throat though. And yeah, hopefully those games will be live on the Phoenix YouTube channel. Hopefully. We're not anticipating streaming it ourselves directly. We believe that the Phoenix organisers themselves are going to be dealing with the stream and whatnot over in Italy. Guy McGarry just trying to make a bit of a nuisance of himself there, keeping Jack McDowell honest. That ball goes out of play. Of course, we've got Brescian Sport from Belgium in the first of the semi-finals, avoiding the two big English sides, FC United of Manchester and Avro, who came in as a late replacement for Bury. So it's an all-English second semi-final. FC United of Manchester, I believe, current holders of the Phoenix Trophy. Guthrie now. Out here with Robbie Stewart. Again, looking for that run in behind. It's maybe a little bit heavy for Cian. That's good covering there from Jake Hutchinson. Or Hutchins, even. Apologies, I've given him some extra letters in his name. Guthrie now. Certainly fired back at John Guthrie there from Robbie Stewart. And maybe a wee bit of frustration from Robbie, just making sure that ball went firmly out of play. Ben Sterling here. That's throwing for Tranent, looking for Guy McGarry. Seems to be playing that kind of target role for Tranent today. Oh, I was late on Lennon Walker. And Jake Hutchins there. Definitely late on Lennon. A referee might be having a wee word with the Braves manager. We break in the game whilst the referee's just laying down the line to the substitutes bench. So, I'll say final game of the season, but emotions are still running high. There's a lot to play for in this game. Be on course for, I think either way we'll be on course for the Braves' highest finish in the Lowland League. But certainly holding on to that third place finish would be a nice feather in the cap for this season. I think Christian Getka has picked up a yellow card on the substitutes bench. Robbie Sharp just trying to fit down, but he's just hit the top of that ball and didn't get it in there. Greg Stewart now, again, just sidestepping one or two. He's trying to feed his centre half partner there in Jack McDowell. Kelby Mason again, just taking his time over the ball. That's a long ball looking for Joe Viola down that left hand side. I think Jack Brown's played him very well so far in this game. Not really seen too much of Joe Viola. As I say, when we were in Tranent in November, he was certainly one of Tranent's better players on the day. Jack Brown's keeping it very quiet so far for the Braves. Greg Stewart. Tranent just trying to put the pressure on, setting the trap, looking for that ball in midfield. Guy McGarry now. Danny Hanlon lets her run to Viola. Connor Doonan. Nice Jack McDowell right at his back. Comes off a Jack for a throw in to Tranent. We're coming up to the 45-minute mark. It's been a quick and high-paced first half. I say maybe lacking in a wee bit of quality, especially in that final third. Both teams really. I know Tranent just trying to bring that ball under control. You and Greg trying to spin Jack Brown and get that ball, and he's won him to team a corner. I need the Braves boys to be on their toes here for this coming in. Should be one of the dying minutes of this first half. That ball's flowed in towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Zach Barworth there just taken out as he cleared that. And that's the end of the first half. So, not what the Braves would have been looking for in terms of the scoreline. It was a nice finish from Danny Hanlon. I must say there hasn't been really one team that's dominated possession or dominated the chances. But that moment of quality just in front of goal coming from Tranent. So we'll nip away for our half-time break. I think there's going to be a little thing running over half-time. We'll see a bit of an update from Chris, and you hear from Ricky and the link if people are tuning in, going for a cup of coffee, having a bit of breakfast. And we'll see you back in about 15 minutes. So you see Tranent just coming back out into the park. Some of the Braves substitutes still out warming up. Just waiting on the Braves team coming out. I'll just have a quick look across the Tranent lads, see if I can see any changes from the first half. Looks like roughly the same lineup, I think, from a Tranent point of view. Once I get a chance to see the numbers, I'll know for sure, but it certainly looks the same. I don't think we're seeing any half-time substitutions from a Braves point of view, judging by the substitutes that have been out warming up. I think that was pretty much everybody who was meant to be on the bench. Ricky maybe just having a few words with the lads. I think keep them in for a wee bit longer than Tranent. Here come the referee, so we'll not be too far away from it. Hopefully we're going to see a bit more attacking wise from the Braves in this second half. It's been a good few games this season where it's been the last couple of minutes the Braves have either pulled a draw or a win out of the bag. So let's hope we can see that again. Some absolutely fantastic last minute saves early in the season from Bernie to hold us into a win and a draw. I remember them, I think there was one against East Stirlingshire. I think it was a nighttime game here at Alliance Park. And then I've seen Greg Stewart out there, or a late winner from Greg Stewart at Bowness, and a couple from Ross McNeil throughout the season as well. So hopefully we can see somebody step up from a Braves point of view. Can you go back to the stream?
There you go, bud.
I think we have seen a change. It looks like Martin MacArthur has come on. He's going over to left back. Robbie Stewart has finished up at half time today. Certainly having a look over it, looks like the only change for the Braves. So I'll run through the lineups again as we get underway. So we have Kyle King for the Caledonian Braves. Kyle King, Jack Brown, Greg Stewart, Jack McDowell. I'll break off as Zach Butterworth battling for the ball there against Jake Hutchins. Jack McDowell and now Martin MacArthur replacing Robbie Stewart at left back. In midfield we've got Zach Butterworth, Ryan Murray, John Guthrie, Cammy Bredner, and up front Kean Spears and Lennon Walker. For Tranent, certainly looks like the same start 11. So it's Kelby Mason, Jake Hutchins, Danny Hanlon, Nick Aitchison, Ewan Gregg, Harry Gordon, Guy McGarry, Connor Duthie, Joe Viola, Connor Doon, and Ben Sterling. Greg Stewart coming out of that centre defence position to try and win that ball, but he's man over Joe Viola. Viola now just looking for support. That's from Ewan Gregg. Ewan Gregg trying to get that ball in, but it comes off of Braves player and out for a corner kick. So Linlithgow, behave yourself, Keith. Tranent, apologies, it's the same colour strips. So Tranent very early on to the attack, getting the first corner of the second half. That'll be Ewan Gregg sending this corner in for Tranent. That's made it bouncing around now near the edge of the 6-yard box. And Ryan Murray completing the clearance. Go on, Zach. Butterworth now. Getting his legs open. Can he find the ball into Lennon Walker? He has. Lennon, good touch. Lennon Walker! Oh, he's put it over! Lennon! Oh, he was falling down as he went to hit that. And he's just got underneath the ball and lifted it over the bar. So unlucky from Lennon Walker. He was appealing for a push in the back. Referee not having any of it, but it was a golden chance from the Braves. Excellent counter attack. Zach Butterworth leading the charge. Finds Lennon Walker. He just got underneath that at the last second. That's certainly what we can see from the Braves, though. You know, we're getting that counter attack with the pace that we've got up front.
Come on, lads!
Ali just saying that the Honours Weekend hopefully be an annual thing. That would be absolutely fantastic if it is an annual thing, Alec. I think we've lost some owners, to be honest. They went away for a half-time refreshment and they're yet to come back. Greg Stewart now tussling there with Connor Duthie. Jack McDowell now. It's now Brown. Lennon Walker dropping into midfield. I think Lennon might be about to see a yellow card for dissent. I'm not going to see the referee when he was called over.
You're fucking facilitator!
Temper's flaring a little bit down below. You get used to it. It is a Braves free kick. I maybe got lost in the excitement there, but it is a Braves free kick. I think Ricky has picked up a yellow card in the process as well. It's a grey cloud start to roll in a wee bit here at Lions Park. I'm hoping it's going to stay dry. And we're back under play now. McDowell. Space for Greg Stewart. And Greg bringing that ball into midfield, but he's had it taken off of him by Guy McGarry. Braves have it back though. Jack McDowell. Again, Keane Spears coming very deep for the ball. Not sure that's ideally where we would want Keane, coming that deep to get the ball. He's down in the right back position at the moment. Nice 1-2 between Spears and Guthrie. It's now with Jack Brown. He's just looking to left hand behind. Keane continues his run. He's got Ewan Gregg on him. Oh, lovely little turn by Keane. Just couldn't go with it. Stewart back to King. McDowell now. Just lifts that ball into midfield. John Guthrie with plenty of space. Murray looking for MacArthur. Barworth beats his man. Oh, just couldn't keep that in play. It's a throw in. It's a throw into the Braves. Walker. I think he's managed to win the Braves a corner. Excellent work by Lennon Walker. Jake Hutchins over there from Tranent trying to put pressure on him. He's managed to win a corner for the Braves. Cammy Brennan will take this one in. Not been the best quality from Cammy so far in this game. Hopefully we can see something a bit better. That's more towards the back post. That's looking good. That's well held by Kelby Mason there. Tranent. Greg Stewart up challenging at the back post. Keeper was very assured. Usually after the match we have a little bit of time with Ricky and we get his reflections. Be interested, last match of the season, see if there's any questions from those watching on the stream that you see if I can pose to Ricky. Please feel free just to pop some in the chat and we'll see what we can do. I can't promise, but we can certainly give it a try. Since it's the last game of the season. Brown now. A ball into John Guthrie, seems to spring that Tranent trap. Again, that ball in that high ball into midfield is not really playing to either Keane Spears or Lennon Walker's strengths. So with Barworth. He's got Cammy Brenner ahead of him on that left foot of his. Good cover from the Tranent defender there, blocking that corner, blocking that cross coming in. It's here. Ryan Murray, long throw coming in again, looking for Jack McDowell at that front post. And Jack battling for it. Oh, Cammy Brenner was up for it, but McDowell try to feed that back in. Tranent player getting underneath it. Oh, Keane bringing that ball down. Spears. Again. Jack Brown looking for Greg Stewart. Down this right wing. Stewart now. Oh, lovely bit. lovely touch from Stuart, and that's a deflected, and Cammy Brenner was only inches away from getting a touch on that. Kelby Mason though kept his eye on the ball, comfortably down there to his left hand side. Would have only taken the merest of touch off of Cammy's head to take that away from the goalkeeper. Oh, thank you, Tracy. Cumbernauld now 2 up. Excellent. So both teams losing, maybe not the way we would have liked to have secured third place, but if it has to be that way, then it has to be that way. We'll take it.
Come on! Come on!
Ball now with Greg Stewart. Again, Jack Medill just having a quick look up, see if he's got a runner in Butterworth or Brednar there. Right. So with Greg Stewart. Guthrie. Again, Keane very deep. Jack Brown just try to lift it over for the runners. John Guthrie that time making the forward run. Yeah, and John coming up with a big goal against Celtic B just a couple of weeks ago. But it's been intercepted. Martin MacArthur though, calmly across. Greg Stewart looking for Cammy Brednar. Kelby Mason there out on his toes, making sure he was sweeping up. Thank you, Kath, for one of the first questions in. I'm sure Ricky will want to play that sort of thing close to his chest, but we can see what we can do. Brown in very well there. Again, not giving Jovial a sniff of the ball so far in this game. Spears. Oh, Keane Spears, lovely bit of play there. And Jack Brown. Again, the Tranent players looking to close him down as quickly as possible. Walker and Guthrie, lovely bit of play. Now with Murray. He's got to get that ball out to Butterworth nice and quick. Martin MacArthur on the overlap, try to take a defender away. Butterworth with a little double drag back. MacArthur back to Murray. Murray just trying to feed a ball in there and really have MD running across the front post. Jack Brown well up. Walker there trying to put a ball over the top, but he's got nobody running in behind. And Keane Spears had dropped deep. Lennon Walker needing somebody running off of him there. It's over the top of MacArthur. That's Connor Duthie there for Tranent. Battling away. There was a bit of a pullback on Martin MacArthur. The referees picked up on that. Joe, so planning's already started for another owners weekend. Excellent. And again, the kind of last home match. Yeah, we're very lucky this time around in terms of the fixtures. Our last match being a home game. And Greg Stewart now. Braves just been a little bit more patient. I would prefer to see Keane Spears not coming that deep, to be perfectly honest, but John Guthrie's made his way forward though. Brown now looking for Walker. 3 Tranent players on Lennon Walker. He's just to turn into a bit of space. Brenner now, just try to get a touch on that. Keane Spears manages to get a toe on it. Oh, good pressure from Cammy Brenner. Duffy now for Tranent. Tranent happy to go right back to Kelby Mason. That ball's got caught in the wind a wee bit up here. Get the second half a bit like in the first half. It's all 100 miles an hour, not too much in the way of actual kind of goal opportunities. That one for Lennon Walker, obviously a gilt-edged chance for the Braves, probably the best chance of the game. And Viola now, just lovely from Jack Brown. It's a snapshot from Greg Ewan, I think it was there. Ewan Greg even, apologies. But again, it was right into the midriff of Kyle King. It's not really been too much in this game. So Tranent do have that lead. It was from a fairly innocuous position. But, that's the one touch of the football that counts so far in this match. MacArthur taking that down on the run. Just going to find Butterworth. Butterworth coming in on that right foot. What we wouldn't give right now for one of those Butterworth goals that we had against East Kilbride. It's a shot from Keane Spears from some way out. Never troubling Kelby Mason in the Tranent goal. If you need it back on the stream, feel free. And Mason again just eating up a few seconds when his goal kicks. Tranent battling away for the ball. Hutchins and that ball forward. Solid challenge there from is that Keane Spears in the Tranent midfield. Unfortunately, just I think Keane's maybe headed the back of the Tranent player's head. It'll be a sore one for both of them. Both physios out there nice and quick, just to make sure. Nothing malicious in that. Both players just trying to win that ball. Both have eyes for it. Unfortunate coming together. Hello, folks.
How are you?
Not too bad, thank you. Unfortunately, we're not getting the game you might have wanted right now. Apologies, just a few of the owners that are over at the bottom of the commentary position. So this ball game is stopped at the moment. Just again, I'm going to sound like a bit of a broken record. Reminder that this is the last league game, but not the end of the season. We do have a game against Newton Stewart coming up in about 2 weeks' time here at Lions Park, and then early May over to Italy for the Phoenix Cup as well. Let's see how both players are doing. I think that's possibly a thumbs up from Leanne in terms of Keane. So it'll be a sore one, but hopefully he'll be okay. Just having a wee look, was it? It was from a Tranent point of view. I think it was Ben Sterling. I took that blow. No, sorry, I think it's Connor Doonan. Took that blow in the back of the head there, and he's probably quite a wise move from Tranent, just substituting him out in the field of play. And Scott Gray coming on for Tranent. Number 18 there, Scott Gray. Just be a like-for-like replacement in midfield from Tranent. Braves still trailing by 1-0.
Yes, Kian! Yes, Kian!
And Keane Spears right back into the action. hopefully no ill effects of that head knock. MacArthur now. Again, just looking for a bit of movement in front of him. He's not getting too much. Spears now. Almost feels like Keane has dropped into a midfield position. I think he is still might be playing, perhaps. I don't know, him and Ryan Murray might have swapped positions, to be honest. Very calmly done by Ewan Gregg there. Back to Kelby Mason.
With your head up!
Nice follow to Danny Hanlon. He's just tried to lift that over. Martin MacArthur trying to get something on the ball. It's with Viola now. Good pressure by Keane. Ewan Gregg now trying to lift that ball over the top, but Jack Brown's there to deal with it. Up and under there, but Brave still try to get that ball away. Lennon Walker. He feeds that out to Jack Brown. Oh, that's a loose pass. Joe Viola picks it up for Tranent. And Jack McDowell clears that one. Good solid clearance, old fashioned centre half's clearance from McDowell there. Yeah, Kath, you're absolutely right. Third place in other leagues would give you a shot at promotion. That's unfortunately when it comes to the pyramid structure here in football, here in Scotland. It doesn't work that way. There's no extra places. It's simply just the winner of the Lowland League versus the winner of the Highland League in a playoff to then play the bottom club from League 2 to try and earn that pathway into the league proper. Oh, Jake Hutchins there getting a final touch from a Tranent point of view. Zach Barworth was lingering behind him, but we got MacArthur now. Ryan Murray with a bit of space in midfield, can he get his head up? He's got Barworth. He's got two in front of him. Got three at the edge of the box. He's tried to lift that in, and that's a head. Oh, it's just wide from Cammy Brenner. So close. That was nice bit of play from the Braves there. Working that opportunity very nicely. Cammy just wide with that header. You can see what he's trying to do, just trying to plant that into that corner. Well out of the reach of Kelby Mason. He's just got a wee bit too much on it. Pulled it to the right hand side of the keeper's post.
Weissman! Did you see that for you? Oh my god, man, they want the big benches have got mental. It's getting embarrassing.
Butterworth now try to lift that ball over. Ewan Gregg, that's straight to Cammy Brenner. Oh, that's a unlucky touch with Cammy Brenner. His right foot. Braves have retained possession of the ball though. Murray now with a man behind him. There's nobody giving him a shout. Ryan Murray try to force his way through. But McGarry now. Likewise, try to force his way right through the heart of the Braves defence. Runs through it, Kyle King.
Get the ball, King, come on!
Walker now. And Joe Viola picking up the loose ball. Teen Harry Gordon. Now Viola. Oh, Barworth into the challenge. If he can manage to get the ball back in front of him, open up his legs. He's gone past Duthie like he wasn't there. He's trying to cut that back. Walker. So with MacArthur. Lifting that in towards the back post. Oh, and that's just taken off the head of, I think it was Keane Spears, just trying to spin his man there. And it looks like Nick Aitchinson just getting a touch on that. Taking it out as a corner for the Braves. Yeah, finally getting to see a bit of pressure. The Tranent goal. Come on, Cammy. That's floated in the back post. McDowell, Greg, oh, and that's just wide off the head of Greg Stewart at the back post. Oh, another chance goes begging. There's a lot of traffic in front of Greg Stewart there, but he still managed to get a clean header on it. You'd think by the time we get to this point in the season, my nerves would be a lot better, but they're still giving me absolute pelters when we get these chances and they go begging.
Get up, Dave, get up!
Duthie now, battling with MacArthur for the Braves. Mark MacArthur comes out on top of that. Walker there gets a touch on it. Unfortunately, he's lost his footing as he's gone round. Kelby Mason, pressure from Butterworth. Scott Gray hasn't seen too much of the ball since he came on, but he's tried to lift that over the top. Spears, lovely by Cian Spears. Guthrie. Oh, that's in behind Lennon Walker. He was looking for the ball over the top. And Cian Spears showing a lovely touch to start that attacking movement off. McDowell, Greg Stewart. MacArthur in that left back position. I think I see a substitution from Tranent. Not quite yet though. Is the referee gonna allow it? So Ewan Ball. Oh, in fact, we're going to see a triple substitution. See, number 4, Ewan Bald. Number 12, Harry Girdwood. And number 21. So Danny Hanlon is coming off. There's that. Number 14 is Nick Aitchinson. And number 7 is Guy McGarry. So we're going to see Harry Girdwood going up front, number 12 there. Again, he was a bit of a thorn in the side when we were at Tranent in November. And looks like he's going to be supported up front by number 21, Logan O'Boy. Walker now. He's just trying to find himself a bit of space. He's ran into trouble there. Scott Gray, he's looking for that ball. There's Joe Viola. He's looking to get that across. Oh, Girdwood has missed that. It came to him too soon, maybe having just come on the pitch. He's misjudged the flight of that ball. Tranent still on it though. Scott Gray trying to get past MacArthur, but he's stuck to his task. Ball's out for a corner to Tranent. Bit of luck there for the Braves. I say that ball maybe just landing at Harry Girdwood's foot too soon as it coming onto the pitch, and he's misjudged the flight of it. Tranent now with a free kick after there's been a good wee bit of, I would say, more sustained pressure from the Braves. Tranent now getting a corner. Swung in, Greg Stewart there, nice strong header away. Butterworth, Jason, leaning on Connor Duthie a little bit. MacArthur, look at, Lennon Walker, that's just bounced off of him too hard. Didn't know too much about that, Lennon. It's not like he was able to try and control that. Ricocheted off him from an attempted clearance, but so we move towards the 73rd minute. Still 1-0 to Tranent. Again, just taking our time over these set plays. Quite happy to eat up a few seconds. Cian Spears back again, battling away in midfield. It's a good shift for the team today, Cian. Showed some lovely touches on the football as well. And Bredner, Guthrie. That's with McDowell. Viola. Ian Gregg there just getting a free kick for Tranent. Referee feeling that Jack Brown was a wee bit too enthusiastic in the challenge. Ewan Ball taking this one. No, he's left that over to Ewan Gregg. Oh, Kyle. Oh, Mark MacArthur didn't quite get the header on it he wanted. Duthie. He's played that back to Ben Sterling. And that's out for a Tranent throw-in. Pendulum swinging back a wee bit towards Tranent, but Barworth trying to come away with the ball. That was a coming together there. No, not a free kick. I mean, there certainly was contact, but not all contact is a free kick. Cammy Brenner now looking to play out. I don't think Zach's going to be able to catch that. I see a Tranent player just feeling came out a bit worse with that contact there between him and Zach. Certainly, as I say, there certainly was contact. Football is a contact sport, but not all contact is a foul or a yellow card. Trying to now floating that ball up. Girdwood. Just trying to feed it out there. I think it was maybe Scott Gray out on that right hand side. Mark MacArthur sticking to his task though. Then after the game today, we got a chance to celebrate the season a little bit. We do have the end of season awards, as I mentioned in the first half in Glasgow. A chance for some of the players to celebrate. I do hope everybody got their votes in. I think the voting closed earlier in the week for like a goal of the season, player of the season, young player of the season. Lennon Walker now just trying to put a bit of pressure on. Jack Brown. Got Scott Gray. He's trying to feed that through Joe Viola, but Jack Mintel was clear. King there just playing that ball long. Keane battling in that midfield position. He certainly seems to be playing more in that central midfield position at the moment. Check back inside. They're looking for that early ball out to Cammy Bredner, but Ryan Murray being the first person furthest forward. I think Keane checking back inside when Cammy had space down this right hand side. Brown to Walker. Oh, lovely little play by Walker. He's just lost his foot. Unfortunate for Lennon Walker.
Joe, hold there, good shape, well done. Harry, Scotty, come on, keep going, come on. Keep working,
Throw into Tranent, Ewan Gregg down here. On this near side. Oh boy there, tussling with Greg Stewart. And that'll be a free kick to Tranent. A referee saying that Greg Stewart was obstructing play. Greg just asked the referee what he was supposed to do. 3 players on him when he was on the ground there. Didn't feel he could move. I've seen a bit of movement from the Braves bench here. Could be seen Conor McLaren in the not too distant future. Gray looking for Viola out on this left hand side. Cammy Brenner just try to let that ball go out of play, and that'll be a goal kick to the Braves. And yeah, we are going to see that substitution.
Keep going, Tranent, come on!
We're not going to see a switch around here a little bit. Ryan Murray's going off. We're going to see Cian Spears and John Guthrie in midfield. We're going to see Cammy Bredner move into that interchangeable 9-10 position with Lennon Walker, and Conor McLaren out here on the right hand side. Thank you very much, Kip. I'll certainly pass that on to Adam. We are always very hopeful that we're able to bring you as much live coverage as we possibly can, and of a good quality, I should add. And Adam's camera work and the lads that also help out definitely mean that we're able to do that the majority of the time. Barworth now just lifting that forward towards Conor McLaren. And Jake Hutchins there just seeing that ball out of play. So we come moving towards the last 10 minutes of this game. So, not one that's been dominated, I would suggest, by either team. Both haven't had chances. I would actually maybe hazard a suggestion that the Braves have had maybe one or two more chances than Tranent, but Tranent having that one touch, as I say, though, the only one that matters in the game of football, the one that put it in the back of the net. Ben still in there. Got to feed that into a boy, but it's cleared by MacArthur. One for Cammy to chase. You're involved there, just seeing that out of play for Tranent, and as you probably not surprised to see, he left the ball behind. He's not going to be in a rush to get that back. And a shout down there from the Braves bench, really trying to push the boys forward, telling them to keep going, not to lose attacking ambition. And Bredner again. Tranent claiming that ball was out of play, and the linesman has agreed. Assistant referee, I should say. My word, there's somebody walking around in a vest top. I am absolutely I've got 4 layers on and I'm frozen. But some brave soul has just a tank top, I think they'll call it in the US, like a kind of vest top. I gotta be freezing. Ooh, brave soul.
I was going to make another pun there, but
and Tranent, and just happy to take the time. Oh boy, just trying to cut that back towards Villa. He's managed to get the touch. Is it offside, I think? Or in fact, no, I think the linesman suggesting the ball crossed the line. Greg Stewart just down on his haunches there. Hopefully Greg's okay. As I say, we've still got games to go this season. Don't want to see Andy dropping out with injury.
8 second ball! Don't win the first one! Don't win the first one!
It's towards Barworth. Just trying to throws the defender a little bit of a body swerve there. Is it one of the owners? It very well could be. It very well could be. They're over on the other side from myself, but there was a few people on the build up to the owners' weekend on Discord pointing out that they don't do sleeves. So yeah, absolutely it could be. Brown there, great covering, and ball's landed. Oh, again, Butterworth there tracking back. Tranent now. Down the right hand side, looking to feed it in. Mark MacArthur getting his body in the way. A bit of throw into Tranent. So not in a rush, and you can't really blame them at this point in time. They'd be quite happy to finish their season with a win here at Lions Park. Viola. He's just trying to protect that ball. Oh, and that could be a penalty. Just try to reach in and take the ball away. Coming through the attacker. Didn't need too much encouragement to go down, but there was certainly a clip of the ankles. Now can Kyle King pull off another penalty save? Ewan Gregg here taking over responsibility now that Danny Hanlon's not on the park. Just waiting on the referee.
How did he even get out there?
He tripped him. Ewan Gregg starts his run up. Oh, a second penalty save from Kyle King! Go on, son! Lovely ball forward. Can Cammy Brenda take that down? Go, Cammy! Oh, is that going to be a corner? Referee, corner? It is indeed. No, he's giving it a goal kick. He's given. Thought we were going to. Another fantastic save from Kyle there. 2 penalties faced, 2 penalties stopped.
Good on him, man.
There was questions around how soft that penalty was. I think there was a bit of a dangling leg coming in from the Braves player there. That invited the attacker to go down. But Kyle King coming up big, keeping the Braves in touch as we move into the last 5 minutes. Barworth in there, challenge with Duffy. Oh, good. That's with Stewart. He's instantly put under pressure there by old boy, but he's found Jack Brown. Jack's just trying to lift that ball forward. He's looking for it, and that'll be Kelby Masons all day. Ball just sat up there off the turf. Made the goalkeeper favourite. Oh boy. Kane Spears working back defensively. Having started the game, kind of playing that rotating 9-10 position, he's now found himself in centre midfield, playing a defensive role.
Behind the shirt. Go, Bruno. Play here, alright? The back. Play up. George. Give it in. George.
Braves manager just trying to make some tactical changes for the last couple of minutes of this game. Try to see if the Braves can. Spears again. Imagine it come out with that ball. He's just looking to lift that forward for Butterworth to chase. Oh, it's just out of play. Zach chasing that ball down though. Not want to give Tranent an excuse. I'm sure Tranent will still not be in a rush to take it. Jack Brown now. Just lifting that out wide. Cammy Brenner fighting for that. Ewan Gregg was above him. Harry Goodwood there pressurising John Guthrie. Tranent have managed to come away with that ball. Butterworth working back. Getting that ongoing battle between Zach Butterworth and Duthie from Tranent.
Help Ben stand, don't get caught high. That's a 4.
Okay. Let's get the ball because you're no managing the game.
Few minutes left. I don't think there'll be too much in the way of stoppage time. There's not really been too much call for the referee to have the game stopped. Tranent just trying to manage their way through this last minute and a half, 2 minutes. Goalkeeper just taking the ball for a walk. Butterworth now. Again, he's got 2 players on him as soon as he tries to get the ball under control. And MacArthur to McDowell. Oh, Guthrie there almost caught in possession by Harry Goodwood. Spears to Brown. A ball. The Braves really need that ball forward. McDowell, is he going to look to play that ball? He is indeed. He's looking for Butterworth. Butterworth try to take that down. That'll be a throw into the Braves. Somebody can get that ball for Zach, surely. No. You see Aidan Clougherty coming on now. Jack Brown coming off. A bit of a worrying sign, holding his groin there. Hopefully Jack's okay. Aidan Clougherty going to go over to take that throw in. Wind is really whipping down through Lions Park now. It is indeed Easter Sunday tomorrow, Amber, yeah. That ball's out of play. Yeah, there's plenty of Easter egg hunts on the go in Scotland tomorrow, including my house. My daughter will be up searching around for Easter eggs. And we're into stoppage time now. I can't imagine there's too much long left in this game.
How long we playing?
And Butterworth again. And Mark MacArthur well in. He's got out for a ball thrown to Tranent. That's towards Harry Goodwood. He gets a flick onto it. Logan, oh boy. Tussling with Aidan Clougherty down that left back position. Aidan coming away there. We're not throwing for the Braves. Straight to Scott Gray though. He lifts, just plays that back over. Tranent will be happy for that to go out to a goal kick. Picked a bad week to get a haircut. This wind is making my ears very cold. That's long from Kyle King. Adam's laughing at me because he's got a hat and the hood up. And Viola now down this left hand side for Tranent. They have managed to keep him quiet all game. He's just quite happy to play for time though. He's taking it in and Connor McLaren comes in and that's a throw into the Braves. Oh, that was actually quite lucky there for Connor. The referee called that back because that was a throw in that I think was going to go straight to Tranent. Bench trying to urge Kyle King to get that ball forward as quickly as possible. And that's it. The game is over, 1-0 to Tranent. Very even contest. And as I said earlier, I think the Braves actually shaded it in terms of chances. Fortunately, just didn't have that final touch. And the one that mattered going to Tranent with Danny Hanlon scoring in the first half. And that draws a close. Lowland League season for the Braves this year. I think hopefully we've managed to secure third place, which is a fantastic result for the lads, fantastic result for the coaching staff. I know they're not going to be happy with a defeat on the final day, but taking it in perspective of the season, it has been a good one for the Braves. It gives us plenty of optimism for what's to come. It's all about progression and the potential that we've shown, so I'm very much looking forward to it. Final reminder, it isn't the last game though. The season does go on. League seasons came to an end, but the Brave season goes on. 2 weeks time we do have Newton Stewart in the Southern Counties Cup. Hopefully we'll get through that, we'll have some more ties, and then we also have the Phoenix Trophy just in early May, which should be shown live on the Phoenix YouTube service. I will say thank you very much for joining us. I hope everybody who's over enjoyed the game. I know not the result we wanted, but hopefully they enjoyed the experience, and we'd love to see as many more as we can if it becomes an annual event. So take care, have a good weekend, and we'll speak to you soon.